Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Kindly tell us your name and where you're joining us from. Kindly tell us your name and where you're joining us from. This is apparently the almost the last of it for final quarter of the year. It's the last bullshit, the last quarter. So there's something I want to say that all those things you've been doing since the year started, that thing you've been doing since the year started, which you haven't seen any growth or whatsoever from, I don't know why you're still there. If you've been following me since January until now, you haven't learned a thing, you haven't changed anything. I'm talking about your trading part now, I'm talking about your trading journey, anything that has to do with your trading. In as much as I give life coaching and stuff like that, but let's remove that one first. Let's talk about the trading we are doing together. If you've been with me from January or February till date and you've not learned anything, you've not improved in any way after doing everything I've said, I don't know why you're still here. I don't know why you haven't blocked me. I don't know why you haven't muted me. I don't know why you haven't done something. Just leave me the hell alone. Why am I saying this? We often stay in a place of abuse because we are giving ourselves hope that it will get better. It shouldn't be, it mustn't be physical abuse, emotional abuse, or whatever. But for the fact that blindly, you're following somebody blindly, there's no improvement in your own personal life, but the person you're following is improving. You should sit back and ask yourself a question. What am I doing that this guy is not doing? What is this guy doing that I'm not doing? You get? So that is why I'm saying this. On Friday, I said about the same thing, but this today is just narrowing it down. So that particular group will remain where you did inside. How have they impacted your life this year alone? In the last 3 months, in the last 2 months, in the last 6 months, in the last 1 year? How has those group of people you're with impacted your life? So as the month is ending, your bank will send you your bank statement. It's not because you asked. They must send it to you. So you see what is wrong with you. Your broker sends you statements every close of business, every day. Why are they doing it? So they are keeping you accountable. But you personally, are you keeping yourself accountable? So good morning, Shadrach. Good morning, Nelson. Good morning, MJ. Good morning, Tochuku. Thank you. In as much as I'm out and all, but I'm still always here working. That's one thing that is very, very fun with the job, right? You can do the job from any part of the world where you are. That is one thing that I loved about trading. It gives you the freedom that you don't get on your normal jobs. The freedom you don't get on your normal jobs. There's no job that you get that at least you're not clocking in the office. Even if it's, yes, I've had jobs that don't go to anywhere, but then you must be at a particular place at a particular time. So you can get the questions and can answer the questions and do the job and whatever. But this one, once you have your data, your phone, your internet, you're good to go. That is the interesting part of the job. So thank you guys for coming here. So I like going from good, better to worst. So in as much as this guy has gotten to our target here, next thing I'm going to do now is, now I've already known where price is going to. I've already known those ones. The next thing now is marking out this one and then swinging it back to that place. Remember, price should do something like this. I've already broke structure here, higher low, and breaks again, and then comes back and boom. So that's what I'm looking for in this particular guy. Why do I say that? This is 4 hour time frame, of course. Once it breaks here with a body and then comes back somewhere here, you can buy from this point. There are two scenarios in this what I just said now. It can close above here and come back and buy from here. So these are the two POIs. One, it closes above here with a bodily close. Bodily close. This is a valid break of structure, you know, right? But this is not. This particular one is not. Anything that closes with a wick, it is not. It's not a break of structure. It must close with a body. I believe I'm not doing mentorship. So let's go back to what I'm doing. So, having said that, once it happens, price tends to, normal structure tends to come back, take out this inducement, which is your liquidity, and then buy from this POI. But then, owing to the fact that this is 4 hour time frame, this can take almost till next year. Let's say that's a reach. It's just 4 hour time frame, it's not even daily. No, it can take a week or two to come back here. But this one can be taken off today and then come back and continue buying. And remember, this place is a very big supply zone, only that is coming from 4 hour time frame, right? So it can, and as you can see, price is already rejecting from it. It tapped on this one, rejected, came back to the 50% and then rejected. Like something that came inside. Okay, let me remove this one. Something that came inside 50% and rejected and closed below. This one came back again, closed here, came back, closed here, and all that. So you can see the rejection. You can see the rejection, obviously. So it can reject from here and come back to this place. But rejecting from here, doesn't make here a valid POI. This one has done its job, that's passed. So this place should be taken out, because if it's coming back here and you're taking this as a POI, it means you did not see any break of structure. Recall from last week, break of structure, liquidity, POI. So if it rejects from here and you're taking this as your liquidity, this is where's the break of structure? None. So it will fail. It is always sentimental analysis. Use your head. Use your sentiments. For the fact I said break of structure. 1, 2, and 3. There are 3 confluences. If the number 1 confluence is not there, don't go and just take liquidity and POI. It most likely fail. Even if it didn't fail, it doesn't make it correct. Any fool can enter the market and press buy or sell and make money. But the fool cannot just repeatedly make money every time. That's why you see some people, everybody have done it at some point in their life. You are making money, you are growing. One loss, your account is cleared. So that is the reason, because everybody, a dummy, can make money from clicking buy and sell in the market. It's simple. It's simple. The question is now, can you constantly do that every time? Do that dummy know what risk management is? That dummy knows when to sit on your hands? That don't know all those things. You don't trade every day. But that one, no, no, because the market is always there 24/7. Once it's Monday, market is open. Till Friday, market is open. So you just be clicking buying and selling. The person might make money, but one single loss, the person might end up blowing everything. And then why are you trading? You're trading first to manage risk. The byproduct of your trade is profit. But most of us here, our head is profit. And then the byproduct becomes whatever, I don't know. You are trading to avoid Saba. I get it. I understand it. But you can't just negate the risk management part of the game and then expect to make money. So it's not done like that. So having said that, the next thing now is either allow it to come. Let me just use this thing and mark it and drop it to the group, and then we'll move on. Breaks with a body, comes back, and then continue. Let me extend it a bit, but I don't know. But let me be sure. Let me know where the price is going to, and then we come back. Where has this guy gotten to in the last decade? Okay, it's not even far. Here, oh, there are many. Jesus. Let me use the nearest one. This one can easily be taken out. So it's can't though. This is break of structure here. This one. Let me start from here first, I beg. Yeah, this one and then this one. This is daily time frame. So every key level matters. Every. So back to 4 hour time frame. It can give you descent 3 hour here or here. It can give you descent 3 hour. So if price breaks up here with a body closure and comes back here, you can buy. You can buy. Using the entry model I've already taught you, you can buy. Here can give you 2 hour. 2 hour is not bad. But if you get the entry well from 1 hour time frame, you can get 3 hour descent. This is not an entry. That's the first one. So the second one is price breaking structure and then rallying down here and then here. Simple. So this one, POI 1, POI 2. So that's it. So drop that on the group and we go to the next. So as good morning to me. As I'm doing this, if you have any question, you can just drop it. We're doing it slowly till we are done. Slowly till we are done. I'm not rushing you. I'm not rushing to anywhere. But then people that have jobs, like I said, 8:30, 8:45, we are done on Mondays. On Fridays, we can stay here the whole anytime we want. But on Monday, people have a life. It's not all of us that are full-time traders. So the next pair I'm going to be glad for is the same thing we had here. GBP USD is a bit, you never want clear anything while I want see. You never want clear anything while I want see. If you recall, the other time we sold and my sell projections was clearing out this low. So let's know that this guy has stopped being bearish. Like, let's just know. But guess what? The guy is not ready. He's not ready. So till this guy is taking off, I'm not interested. But mind you, I want this guy to be taking off. What does that mean? That your external low is this, your external high is this. So now from that point, using your FIB tool, from that point to this point, price is at where? Is at discount zone. This is the premium zone, this is the discount zone. So from here, you can still short the market to this point using the same entry model I taught you. Go down to 1 hour time frame, break of structure, liquidity, POI. If you didn't see it, nothing. If you didn't see it, nothing. So for example, is this a break of structure? No. Like I've said before, this is not a break of structure. You can see it. It's not. Yes, but this is a break of structure. You see the difference? This and this are not the same. So know that. So if I'm going internally and doing all those nonsense, break of structure, ways of valid pullback, but then a break of structure should be from the top because you're trying to sell. So if this is your immediate high from somewhere here, which is if price trades above it, you're now bullish and price hasn't. So where's your liquidity? So does that mean that all this thing here is now your POI and all this place what you cover, you shorting from here, shorting from this place and that's POI. You will not even get up to 1:3. 1:2 self now by God's grace. You see, it's crazy. So I'm not going to do anything there. I'm not doing anything there. It's just for me to give you the view. That's my own view. So if the price trades above below here, fine. But now he's trying to trap people, and I'm not someone that you can trap. I've seen it too much in the market. I can't be trapped. And this is a Monday, so for this particular pair, I don't have nothing to give you. The price comes below, take out this low, we know, or take out this high, then we know. Because last week he took out this high, trying to be bullish, and then dumped again, taking out both buyers and sellers. So I'm not okay. Last week I took out only 2 hours on this trade, and I left it because that was a Friday, and it closed badly. So imagine on Monday, price came back to 1 hour. What is that? So I don't want to be in a pair that gives me headache. Having said that, we move. Where did I start from? Okay, I started with this one. No wonder. Did you hear the card? Ha. How did I start with from up? I've done this one already. So the next one is CHF. Why is it not dropping? Okay. CHF, USD. Drop for crying out loud. In fact, I'm not even in this place. When you want to drop, you drop. So USD CHF next. Same thing I said on USD card. The guy did not come back here again. So now we're looking out for, oh, this is a very nice QM. This is a very nice QM. Ah, it is really, really, really tempting, but I won't. So what I'll tell you here is this. What I'll tell you here is this. Once price comes back to this region, look for your confirmation and sell. Once price come back to this region, look for confirmation and sell. 1:3, you're good. Confirmation is simple. For example, if I had seen this QM here, I would have sold this one here. Why did it sell? Go back, open it. No, I'm not teaching this one, I beg. Sorry. But I'll tell you just the candlestick pattern. I'm not teaching you what happened. I'm not telling you the candlestick pattern. I use it on Friday. I'll be on Thursday on my with my partners group. This is this point. This is the first tap to this key level. This is the first tap, right? The first tap closed body below the line. Let me open this thing better. You can see it. You can see this is the first touch. It closed below the line. The second touch traded above this previous one and closed below again. This one is called indecision candle. Why is it indecision candle? Because both the buyers and sellers had the same thing. Both the buyers and sellers had the same thing. Like nothing separated them. Two of them, they ended with the same thing. The traded go up, trade go down, but they ended at the middle. So it's a draw match. But what you now look out for, what happened next? What happened next? What happened next is now probably when the fight finish, the BS can say, Omo, we have to add more money. And the price opened somewhere here and they went down. The trade does not stop there. When it start getting interesting is now when the other previous candle now closed not just below this first one, but below this one, and this first one. So now trading below all these ones, I can now say that I'm now bullish, I'm now bearish. So now what do you now do? From this point now, this is where you now find your entry from this candle. And your SL will now be somewhere here, no longer above this guy. No longer above this guy. What does it do for you? It has minimized people that sold aggressively from this point. Their SL is somewhere here. Their risk to reward will be like something smaller. Let's say, for example, 1:3. But you that sold from here with your SL here, your risk to reward will be like 1:6, 7, like double what they were risking. So I can't tell you further. What I would say is you should go out and figure. My students here already know what I said. So I can't give you everything. So once price comes back to this POI that I just marked, look for a rejection and then sell. Look for a rejection and then sell. As you can see, this thing is sold like immediately, but wait for confirmations. Wait, wait. You're not rushing to anywhere. Wait. Something that makes you money. Why are you rushing it? Wait. So that's for this guy. So that's it for this one actually. I'm not dropping any other thing. Let me look at another pair. This one is USDCHF. It's the same thing. The same thing. I've not even resetted this workstation. Everything is just lagging. USDCHF. Okay. Euro JPY. This one didn't come back again. But this POI now is off. This POI is off. So it's now this POI and then the current price action. Let's look where it's going. Whoa. Price hasn't traded this point for a while though. So Just look for entry and continue the trend. Simple. But at this point now, the liquidity here is very far from this entry, so you can't just possibly take the entry from here and go. And for me again, this is liquidity lying below here, so I don't know. Need to just come take it out. So let me be sure. For this place, my entry is still below here. This thing here is a trap. It will look like it's going now and it will scatter everything and carry everybody. So it's still a trap. It's still a trap. This thing should be taken out. This is what I want. And it is good if you wake up and didn't see any trade to take that day. Yes, it is. Nobody died. But if you must, apply risk management because that's the only thing that will save you in the long run. If you trade away your risk management, you will end up giving up all your profit for the year in 1 week because you're trying so hard to go and figure out something that is not there. So this one, this one, this one, and finally USDJPY. USDJPY has finally gotten to our target after how many? Almost. On a daily time frame, what are we looking at here? Yes, the same thing. If price gets to this point, this one is clear. If price gets to this point and rejects, sell. Same thing. If price gets to this point and rejects, sell. At least price will give you at least minimum of 3 hours before coming back. Minimum of 3 hours before coming back. Minimum of 3 hours before coming back. I know nobody's on it again, so no need. Let me remove this one and show you something. Oh, this is the QM here, right? So minimum of 3 hours. For example, you sold from here. This is your SL somewhere here, and boom. How many hours did he give you? 2.7, 2.79, 3 hours. This one, there's no, you didn't refine anything. You just put on like that. It's 3 hours. Even if it's more than 3 hours. But if you refine to 1 hour and then look for rejections, should I do this thing? This is the first touch, second touch, third touch, and that's it. So, for example, this is how it's been. No, I've given you guys one entry already. Once price comes to that place, sell, look for projection and sell. I can't be dishing out everything every week. So once price comes to this place, you can sell. Even the listing is even small. The risk to reward is small. Like the SL is, it is clear that this point is the key level from that daily. That daily key level is very clear. So you can sell from once price trades above there, you can sell. And if you can see, that it's even rejecting from some of those key levels there, but you just want it to be inside, so you'll be sure. You'll be sure. 1:3 is certain from that key level. 1:3 is certain from that key level. Like I said, learn how to work for yourself. Learn how to work for yourself. From next year, me giving you trade idea is when I see it directly, and maybe to be within the week. But what we're doing is we'll take on the pairs, analyze it together, and know what's up. Me spoon feeding you from next year, that's not me letting you grow. I cannot be doing that nonsense. So start looking for knowledge. I didn't say go and learn nonsense. You know how I trade already. Look for knowledge around how I trade, and then improve yourself. Look for knowledge around the way I trade, and then improve yourself. The entry models are there, the patterns are there, but I can't just give it out. to you just like that. Because I know that most of you don't like free things. You don't even use it nicely. Only less than 5 people texted me what I learned from last week. One person has been sending me chats and everything. I had to even tell him to stop. So that is people that needs to learn. So if you go and look for that result and backtest all this I'm telling you, it works. It's just that you also want me to come and tell you buy and sell. No, no, that thing ends this year. Just know that it ends this year. So go to your chart, look for the same thing I told you to look out for, and then take the trade, take a trade, take one trade by yourself for your life. You will not die. And then if it hits TP, the happiness it will give you is unmatched than waiting for cancel to hit TP. It's unmatched. I can't lie to you. I can't. So literally, there's no entry immediately for to take. That is how this week is. Like this month has been due. Make sure you protect your capital. Make sure you protect your capital. I'm not one that will tell you don't do this, don't do that. Make sure you protect your capital by all means. It is the only thing you have. If you blow it, you're off. If you blow it, you're off. So make sure you protect it with all your strength. This month now, we are up 4%. It is very poor, but it is decent. It is very poor, but it is decent. So there's no question on the chat. I think, okay, let me, final one. Let me look for how this thing is. How the news market is looking. What news are we trading for this week? What news is available for? This is the last week of November. So there will be news on Friday if there is nothing today. There will be news on Friday and obviously on Wednesday. More. I hate new devices. They scatter my everything. So tomorrow, Jesus. PPI tomorrow. Retail sales tomorrow. These are the news that wasn't released during the US lockdown. So all of them are coming out this week. ADP, employment change weekly, retail sales, retail sales, retail sales, retail sales, or more. Retail sales, every in all aspects, the MOM, the autos, the YOY, the X gas, and then the control group, and then the PPI. That's for Tuesday. On Wednesday, there's okay, that's for AUD. Do we have any AUD pairs on this place? We don't have any AUD pair again. The only AUD pair I've removed that's AUD USD. So we don't have any pair on AUD. AUD Australian dollar, their CPI. I'll remove it from my news list. And then same Wednesday is building permits news, durable goods orders, all of them, all the durable good orders that wasn't released during the US lockdown. All of them are coming out on Wednesday. And then on Friday, there's no news on Friday for the USD. So in as much as there's no news on these days, you should at least be following what is happening, what anything coming out from Trump's mouth, anything at all, because it moves the market. That is your own free fundamentals right there. You can't just wait for your normal trade, whatever to happen. Anything that Trump is saying moves the market. Any meeting happening with any PM, any president is moving the market. Anything that is doing with the Arab, they're moving the market. If you recall last week, the Arab prince invested instead of 500 billion, he made it 1 trillion. And Trump asked him, "Are you sure you're doing this?" He said yes. Immediately, USD JPY all the pairs started dumping, started pumping. It is courtesy of those news. Once someone hears that Elon Musk want to buy Bitcoin, it's very simple. What do you think happens to Bitcoin? He hasn't bought, oh, but he wants to. So for the fact someone wants to put money in this particular thing, expect price of that thing to increase. Expect is simple supply and demand. Expect this thing at least short term. Yes, the first market is almost 7 trillion every day, and someone want to give you 1 trillion, and you think it will not move that particular currency the person is putting it in, it will. So it's very simple. Follow the news that's coming out from that guy's mouth. He's a big dog in the game, both the crypto and forex, and he's trying to fuck over. Sorry for language. This guy Powell. He doesn't like Powell. He doesn't like Powell. So he's fighting so hard to every rate that Powell is trying to cut, and Powell resigns next year. Abi, Abi next year. Like the guy is resigning soon. So he wants to make sure that his words overpowers Powell's word. That person that comes to you and tell you good afternoon, FOMC, and news will scatter everywhere. That guy, his name is Powell. So Trump doesn't like him. He said his rates are not sustainable. So I don't know how he does that, but then he likes fighting the big power, someone that cares about his country. So you can hate Trump for all you care, but one thing you should know that everything he's doing is for the US people. So go and ask your own government to do something for that benefits you. So fighting him for doing his job, fight your own government for not doing whatever they're supposed to do. So I think we are behind schedule already. There's no question. Have a good day and enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you for joining, and see you 9 p.m. on Friday. Have a good day.